If you're not yet subscribed to this channel, please hit the subscribe button. Good day, guys. It's been a while, so here we are again. We're back again, and in today's lecture, I just want to talk about our open range breakout strategy. So this is something that I wanted to drop for the community, so that you guys will be able to, at least if you know you didn't do well this year in your trading, or you just want to assist yourself with something, you can just maybe use this strategy and see how it works best for you. All right, so the first thing I want to know about this strategy is that it actually deals with the market session open and the breakout into the direction of that movement. All right. So what I want to look at first is the first 30 minutes candle that form on the open of the session. All right. Now, when I get the first 30 minutes candle that form, what I'm waiting for is for price to break either up or down, and then I'm going to take my trade. And then I'm going to set my stop loss according to the direction of the previous candle, and then I just target 1 to 2. Okay. Meaning that if I want to trade Euro USD, the quote currency is US dollar, and the base currency is actually euro. So what I want to do right there is that I want to look for the first 30 minutes candle that form, and then I want to look for a breakout into that direction. And then I'm going to set my stop loss above the candles, above the peak of the candle, all right, that actually form. So first, what I want to do is that I want to look at this candle. I want to look at this candle right here. For instance, I want to take this candle right here. I want to take this candle right here. Okay, so now what I'm waiting for is to look for a direction before I'm able to do anything. All right. So when I see this candle, that this candle have actually formed, what I want to do is to wait for the next candle that is actually above it to actually close. All right. If that candle closes bullish, then or bearish, then I can go in. All right. So now, for instance, this is our point of interest, the high and lows of that 30 minutes candles that actually form. So I'm waiting for a candlestick to actually close above or below it before actually going for an entry. All right. So if you want to buy, meaning that you're expecting to see a bullish candle, and if you want to sell, you're supposed to see a bearish candle. All right. That's just how this strategy is. Now let's go and do the major back testing before we can actually go forward to see what we actually want. So I'm going to go back in time right now, and then I'm going to stop it above somewhere here, just so you guys actually see how this works. All right. So what I want to do right now is that I'm going to go ahead and play it. And first, I want to look for where London session starts. London session starts by 8. So I'm going to go back here and pick my vertical line and then mark up 8 o'clock. All right. Because it's 8 o'clock that we want to trade, right? So we just have to wait for all the candles to get to 8 o'clock. And then we can actually, trade in the direction that we're actually seeing with the higher time frame direction. All right. Now, this is very easy. It's a strategy that is friendly to newbies, and it's going to help you a lot to actually make your decisions very, 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 very well, and without emotional sentiment attached. All right. So this is a very simple strategy that you could use on a day-to-day basis to actually help and improve your trading. All right. So me, for instance, if I want to trade this strategy, I would just basically trade it. Okay. So now this is the first candle that I formed. All right. So what are we going to do right here now? What are we going to do right here now? This first candle has formed right here. This is the 8 o'clock candle. And then this is the action candle that we're waiting for to close. And then we're going to trade in the direction of that candle. All right. So now let's play it, for instance, and wait for one more candle to form. All right. So it has formed. So I'm going to go in for a sell right now. I'm going to sell Euro USD. And don't forget your stop loss has to be above the peak of the candle. All right. So, and then supposed to target, we are supposed to target a 1 to 2. All right. We are supposed to target a 1 to 2. Basically, that is what we're waiting to see. So now I'm going to just hit confirm, and then I can hit play. All right. So let's see how this plays out. So basically, what I'm actually expecting to see on this pair is actually very different from what people basically say, back testing and forward testing, the most stressful thing is actually forward testing, because when you're back testing, you are just doing what you feel like is right, you know. So as you can see, that actually hit take profit. So I'm going to pause this right now, and then I'm going to I'm going to go forward to the next day and see what we have basically right here. So I'm going to go back to 8 a.m. again, and then I'm going to wait for either a sweep of the first 30 minutes candle that forms, the high or the lows, a sweep of either the high or the lows of that candle. All right, so that's what I want to see before actually going for a trade. So as you can see this, let's wait for it to form again. Let's check the time if we correct. All right, so meanwhile, you can do this on any session that you feel safe trading, but I do the London session because that's when I basically wake up Nigerian time. And I think it's very, very good. You can try any other methods that you like, whichever works best for you. Whichever works best. Whichever works best. So every strategy has its own psychology, all right? Meaning that every strategy has its own method and its own approach, right? So that is why whatever information you are getting, you make sure that you get it right, all right? And you don't second guess. After this, I do pray that some of you don't go back to YouTube and start watching any other strategy that is going to confuse you, all right? Too much information is a disease. All right. Most people are not going to tell you this, but too much information is actually a disease. All right. So I think we did okay, let's let it play out. Let's let it play out. So in this instance now, you're gonna see right here that the candlestick did not close above the highest peak. All right. I think I'm gonna have to turn this off so you guys can like see these. Let me turn this off and uh sorry guys, give me a sec. All right, nice. So this is the highs and the peak. So if you can see right here, you see that the price didn't actually break right here. So if the next candle doesn't break it, all right, and it means that the next if the next candle doesn't break the high or the lows, and the last two candles actually does, meaning that if the next 8:30 candle doesn't break it, and then 9 o'clock candle wants to actually break it, that means you have to be very skeptical before you actually trade, all right? You can see in this instance, the candle broke, but it didn't close. So that is why it's very important it's not just about breakouts or about something actually bouncing. The candle closure, it's what determines the strength of the candle, all right? So never read meaning into a candlestick that hasn't actually formed, all right? So meaning that it has to form before you can actually take your decision, all right? So in this instance, I'm waiting to see what's going to happen right here before I, do something, all right? So now let's see what happens. You can see the candle is including close above the high, and the under was actually swept. Now, the rule is that if the first candle doesn't break it, all right, the 8:30 candle doesn't break it, all right, and the 9 o'clock doesn't break it, just leave it, all right? Don't do anything. We're gonna go wait for the next day to actually, to be able to get something, all right? So it's not payday, all right? Today is not payday. What you're just gonna have to do is wait. the market rewards patience. So if you're patient, you're gonna get more trades and more opportunity. It's always quality over quantity. It's not about how many trades you take, but the quality of that trade you take. When you're winning, what's actually happening? Are you actually winning? And when you are losing, how are you losing? Are you losing much or you are losing like less? So that is something that most people don't talk about, you know. It's the psychological part about trading, which can be very, very, very messy if you do not learn it right. So that is why information is important. Where you are getting the information is more important than the information itself, because some informations are limited, all right? Some information are very limited, so you're gonna have to try as much as possible to, like, to get the most the most out of the opportunity you have. That's the most important thing. When you are winning, what is happening when you are winning? All right, that's why most people favor risk to reward over percentage ratio. All right, risk to reward over percentage ratio. All right, so let's go forward to see what's going to happen next. I'm going to this is 8 a.m. Okay, we've passed the other day, so I'm trying to get the time. 8 8 a.m. All right, so I think we're gonna play this right now. So if you want to use this strategy in New York session, you can actually use it in New York session. All right, you can make use of the strategy in New York session. But it's just that the pair that you're actually trading must also resonate like that, right? You can see this looks like based on my entry parameter and everything, you see that it's telling you that in New York session right here that we have a buy respecting the same strategy, all right? But it might go well, it might not. So that's why I tend to stick with longer session. Just follow instruction and you don't have problem. So the last thing I want to talk about is that there is no holy grail strategy, meaning that at the end of the day, there's always going to be losses. All right, losses is something that we cannot avoid. At the end of the day, we cannot avoid losses. All right, losses is something that we cannot avoid. But when you are winning, what actually matters? How are you winning? All right, are you winning small, and then at the end of the day, when you are losing like everything. So I think that is another aspect that most people don't like talk about, you know. So we're gonna wait for the next day London session to come up before we do anything. So it's just running right now, and right, this is London session, and we have a candle that was closed below this area right here. So what I want to do right now is that I'm gonna go in for a quick sell. Now, first, before I go in for a sell, I want us to like check the whole parameters and the whole everything to see if we actually, fulfilled our criteria as well. Just talking, you know. So what is actually happening right here? Did the next 30 minutes candle close below the candle? Yes, it did. It broke out, which is the open session breakout. This is the open session candle right here. If you can see, this is the open session candle right here. This is the open session candle right here. Then you can see the breakout from beneath. You can see these. You can see this breakout. And then what I want to do next is I just want to hit sell because I fulfilled all our criteria here. And then if I hit sell, my stop loss should be above right here, basically. And then what I want to do is I just want to target 1 to 2, which means if I'm risking, that means this is 1 to 2, right? So I'm going to close out. Sorry, not close out. I'm just going to discard that and then let it run, all right? So now this is our second trade. Let's see how it plays out. Let's see how it plays out. All right, as you can see, we are in small profit. So we're actually going right to see it's almost hit take profit. Take profit, boom, take profit hit. All right. So the next one that we want to do is the next day. So I'm just going to clear all this out and then mark out the next day. So you see it's one trade per day. You can go back in time, backtest this yourself, backtest the strategy yourself. It's something free. I just want to drop out there for you guys so that you're able to make something tangible for yourself in 2026. Now, it's not just strategy that's involved. There's also a psychology too. For back testing is kind of easy, but forward testing is very, very, very difficult. Like in a real life scenario, I'm saying this and it looks easy, but when you are doing it by yourself on a real life market scenario, you're gonna start having emotional feelings because it's not something you are used to. All right. So first start up small, use small lots first to see how your psychology resonates with this strategy. Because trading is all about who you are, your nature, and the things that you accept. All right. So if you are doing something, make sure that it's something you are comfortable with. All right. So let's go to the next day to see how it's gonna go. So in the end of this video, I'm gonna tell you guys about my robots. My new robot that we actually did this year is actually an expert advisor, and it's called Igris. All right, it's called Igris. So it does the trade management, capital management, and trade position management and everything. So it is a very good. Everything I know, I built it and I put it right into that robot. So that is just what it does. So what I'm going to do last is show you guys how to install Igris. All right. After this whole thing, I'm just going to teach you how to install Igris on your MT5 on your server. So I'm going to hit play now. Now, as you can see, we've won twice and we've had no losses, right? So there's still going to be losses, but at the end of the day, the wins will always be more than the losses because we have a strategy that actually what works. Now you can see these. If we were trading New York session, same thing with New York session. The two trades that we took in New York session right here, this first one didn't give us much profit if we were supposed to take that trade. Now this is another trade right here. You can see how much they made on this particular trade, right? Trading this particular strategy. So what I want to do right now is 8 a.m. and then just let it rip. Oh, I forgot to say today's date. Today's date is it's the 4th of December 2025. That's today's date. So just so you guys can like know that this is recent and stuff like that. So you can see so try to learn as much strategies as possible, but the strategies that you're trying to learn, make sure that everything resonates with themselves, all right? Because if you learn too many strategies that don't resonate with each other, it's gonna give you a problem. All right, so make sure any information you are downloading is an information that resonates around your current what thinking, around your current markets power. All right, so that is what you should actually be doing. So this is the first candle that forms. So now let's see what actually happened. All right, so the next candle actually. All right, so as you can see, the next candle doesn't actually close above it. The next candle isn't close above it. It is a 9 o'clock candle that actually came back and crossed it, meaning that this is a low probability trade. So now let's mark out our important zones right here, which is this. All right, and this. All right, and it broke out right here, meaning that I'm gonna go in for a buy, and then my stop loss is gonna be below right here. All right, and then my take profit is gonna be 1 to 2 as usual. I'm just gonna target 1 to 2. I'm just gonna target 1 to 2. All right, let's see how this goes. We're currently in profit right here. So because of the candles, it wasn't the first candle that created this movement. So I'm gonna have to break even because we're entering another session right now. So if it was me, before we enter New York session, I would have closed out my trade because it's the open of another session, and then we're expecting to see another session change. All right, so this trade right here is a profitable trade. So I'm going to just close out because of the open of the other session. All right, so what I want to do right now is to close out. Sorry, I'm trying to see how I can close out this stuff. Close position. All right, yeah, I did that. Long, so good. We're gonna wait till the next day right now. So this is not joke, it's real life. It happens every day. You guys just fail to pay attention to it. So this is 8 a.m. So it's crazy how, because I was, before I dropped this video, I was talking with like some of my traders too as well, people that we actually trade together. So they were like, no, don't drop this strategy, don't do this. But I just have to because it's one thing to do something for people and without needing anything in return, but it's just how it is. Uh, so if you have questions or concerns, you could just reach out to me and I'll guide you properly. But this is what we are having right now. If you can see, let us check if we had another strategy in New York session. Let's check. All right. Let's check. Let's do this ourselves. Let's check. All right. So now this is the breakout. Don't forget, I've showed you London session. I've showed New York session. We didn't even trade New York sessions, right? But we're still in massive profit. All right. Now let's check it. But let's check this area right here. Now you see that the same thing happened, and then we had a breakout, and then stops below here. You would see that we should be in profit right now with the whole strategy I taught you. With the whole strategy I'm talking about right now, you should have been in massive profit right now. So this is it right here. As you can see these. So what I want to do right now is that I want to play again, and let's wait for 8 o'clock. All right. We've won 3 trades now and we've lost none. All right. So now let's wait because I want, like, it's the losses that I want to actually occur, right? So that you guys can see how the losses, because it's not always winning, it's not always going to be rosy. All right. So let's see. Now we're taking this on a back test, sorry, we're back testing. So we don't have spread, we don't have manipulation, broker manipulation. So that's why you have to trade with the best broker. If you're looking for a broker that is going to serve you well, I have 2 brokers that I use, Access Markets and HFM. Those are just the 2 brokers that I recommend for people. Access Markets and HFM. I do have XNS too. I use XNS too. But for now, those are just the brokers that I would recommend that you make use of. All right. So we're waiting for the next candle to close. All right, beautiful. Now we have something like this. Now, if you can see, the next candle didn't close above. Now we're gonna have to wait for the other candle to form. Did the candle close above? No, it didn't close above. Let's check it. Let's check it. It didn't close above. Let's check. Let's check. As you can see, if you put it right here, you're gonna see that it didn't close above. Now, if you just need 2 candles to confirm this trade. If those 2 candles doesn't confirm, just relax. Don't try and be looking for another third candle again that's gonna give you issues. All right. If the first 2 candles after the range breaks out, fine. If the third candle after the range breakout, no trade. All right, no trade at all. So we're gonna have to wait again till the next day. So this is what I actually wanted to talk about. When it doesn't happen, how do we manage our trade? All right, this is just how we do it. All right, this is just how we do it. So you can see this instance for here. What I want to do right now is just to hit play so that it just keeps rolling and rolling and rolling. This video is going to be very long. Oh, sorry, I think I got the wrong time. Should be 8 a.m., not 8 p.m. 8 a.m. All right, I think I got it right now. So we're going to continue back testing, and yeah, basically this is how it's supposed to be. So when back testing, I'm not supposed to do all this because most people don't talk about back testing. So I'm actually doing this so that you can actually see step by step how this strategy actually resonates with your mindset as a person. All right. Now the market actually changes movement. All right. From January to April, we might be having some certain kind of movement. We might be trending or we might be consolidating. All right. Then from April to August, we might no longer be consolidating again. We might start trending, all right? We might start having impulse and correctional moves, all right? Now, from those months again to another area again, you see that the market will also change direction. It's not be moving the same way it has always been moving. So now let's check if we have a trade right here. I think this is currently a valid setup. I think this is a valid setup. It's fulfilled all our criteria, so I'm just going to go in for a sell right here. Fulfilled all our criteria. Stop loss. Now the stop loss has to be above the range candle when it's the next candle that breaks out. All right, but when it's the other candle that breaks out, you have to use a smaller stop loss. All right, so the always going to target 1 to 2 and confirm, and then we let it flow. All right, so basically that is what I'm just expecting to see. As you can see, we are currently in profit right now, and the market is still rolling. Let's wait to see how this plays out. So this trade actually hit stop loss. So we're gonna go to another day, and then we're gonna actually backtest this and check it by ourselves. All right, 3 a.m. 6, 7, 8. All right, so we have a setup right here. This one moved very fast. This one moved very fast, but you can see right here that is the same setup. Is the same setup. Is the same setup. You can see this. It is the same setup. It is the same setup. Let's check if we've done 1 to 2 already. But now another thing I want to tell you that if you miss the setup, like you see how this candle open very fast because we are back testing. All right. See how fast the candle open. Now because this candle open like this, does not mean I have to rush in and buy. All right. That's when you are now trading with emotion. Normally, entry is very important. Please pay attention to what I'm saying. Entry is very important. All right. If you come late, you have to wait it out, all right, till the next day. You came late, all right. Now, if we enter here now and the market is not willing to give us that certain risk to reward, all right, it means that we are going to be risking more than. Now, normally stop loss should be here. We should be risking very small to win big. But now, because we're not risking small to win big, we'll start trading with emotion. All right, but now you can see that this setup played out exactly the same strategy, everything. That's what's actually happening right here. So guys, you can see that the strategy works. It works. We just had one loss and then we've been winning since. You can see it. We just had one loss and then we are still winning right here. All right. So you can see that that is just how it works. All right. Very simple. It's not, it does not have to be difficult. All right. It does not have to be difficult. Now I can say I want to clear, remove the whole 20 drawings, remove the whole indicator on my screen. All right. And I'm still going to be profitable. All right. All I need is just one line. Just one line. All right. Just one line. That's just how it is. So it's very simple. All right. You can use the strategy to help yourself. Help yourself rather than jumping from one strategy to another. Maybe before you have money to pay for mentorship. I'm not saying pay for my mentorship. There are other good, better, more amazing mentors, traders out there. Mentors right there. I really appreciate them for doing something very, very, very nice. So just use this, help yourself, and you're gonna see changes. All right, you will see changes. All right, guys. So this is the conclusion of the first part of this video. Now the second part of the video is how to actually install an MT5 robot on your, this is a bonus lecture on your MT5 trader. All right. So what you want to do is first, all right, first and foremost, all right, what I'm going to do is I just want to share my screen. Sorry, I don't need to share. I think I'm already doing something like that. Yeah. So I can share with you guys. Sorry, give me a sec. All right. So how to install Igris AI on your MT5. All right, that is what we're actually doing next. So to install Igris AI on your MT5, you are going to be needing few things, just very, very, very few things. All right, just very few things. You're just going to be needing some few things. Give me a sec, guys. All right, so I think I got it. So you're going to be needing a few things, right? So the first thing that you will be needing is the DMT5 source code. All right, you're gonna need the source code, and then you copy it. When you just copy it to your clipboard, you just come to your MT5 trader right here. You can see this is a challenge account that we're actually passing. You can see these. Let me open the account section for you so you can see. Account, sorry guys. Account, so you can see that these are different accounts. So currently the account that is actually trading is on $150 profits. So that's what we're doing right now. So what I want to talk about is how to actually install these. So first, you're going to go to your file and then you click Open Data Folder. And then if you click on MQL5 and click on Experts, all right, you're going to see is a folder. You can just paste it inside here. It will automatically be here. So when it's there, you just come back here to your experts, all right? And then drag Igris. You're going to drag Igris and then drop it on your chart right here, okay? When you drop it on your chart, these are the settings. Ordinarily, you guys are not going to be able to do this, to set it like this. You can set it by yourself if you want to, but what I'm just going to do is that I'm going to load my own settings, all right? Because I have the settings that I actually use. It's called the description of the expert advisor, all right, which is the data and everything. So what I want to do is that I'm just going to click this and then boom, it's already inside. And if I select that, you can see that it has appeared on our chart just like this. Amazing. So you can see this now. You can see that it says here Igris AI and then everything and everything and everything and everything. So what I want to do right now is backtest this robot with you guys, the same way I backtested those strategies with you, and see if it's profitable or not. All right. You're gonna actually do the judging yourself, not me. All right. So let's do this, and I'm just gonna hit start. Right now, this version is not for sale. This version, we're not selling this version. The one that we are selling is the earlier versions. All right. So I'm just gonna hit start, and then I think we should be running right here. Oh, it already took a trade. Sorry, guys. Oh, it's 1-2 in profit right now. Okay, okay, cool. So what I want to do is I just want to change the chart color and everything so you guys can see it, right? The chart color, the chart color, black or white, colors, show grid, boom. All right, so I just want to let you take two trades, and then I want to like I want you to see the risk management and everything, and then I'm also gonna cut it so you guys can see this. All right, so I'm gonna play it right now, and then let's see how everything plays out. All right. Okay, it took another trade right here. So what I actually want to talk about is the risk management part. So you can see how it actually works. You can see how the risk management parameter works, right? You can see how it trades everything by itself. So basically, this is how the bot works. So later, maybe later next year, we might want to release this to you guys so you guys can use just, but for now, this is not for sale for anyone. It's just for personal use only. But I just want to show you guys the progress that Igris has actually made so far. So with time later, we're going to be introducing some other updates and but for now, that is what we have. So thank you guys for joining. I really appreciate each and every one of you that's going to actually turn up for this video because after this, then we're heading to the editing process. So you can see that I actually recorded this video like a few days before it was actually going to be released. So this is very exciting for me and for everyone in the community. Please do yourself favor, like go and research, do more back testing on the strategies I dropped for you guys. So use that to help yourself, help your trading and everything. I really, really appreciate you guys. So, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. All right, guys. So bye and have a wonderful